Avalokhana with Dr. Asha. This is the podcast series of Asha the Hope, and by now we have already done one series where we have spoken about Atma Avalokhana, which is about introspections in detail and in a new perspective. As and when we get into the journey of introspection, the first thing that we encounter is memories. What are these memories? Yes, it is very well spoken and understood in various lights. What different are we talking today? We are talking about memories that we hit while introspecting, which are nothing but implicit memories. Let us know more about it from Dr. Asha. Welcome, Dr. Asha. What are implicit memories? I'm shooting straight to the question.
Yeah. Implicit memories are something that make you perform automatically. Your unconscious actions towards something. Let me explain. Titi, you are driving beside the beach. You are having the wonderful experience. You are with your most loved ones. And you eat the best food on the earth. Before you reach your destiny, you see a terrible accident. Okay? And you'll go to your friends, you meet, and they'll ask you, how was your journey? You forget about what you ate, you forget about the fun you had, you forget about everything. But remember that one thing that you will tell horrible it was. I saw this. Okay? Whenever you plan the trip the next time, you'll see that you are so careful. You know, especially when you see the beach, you remember this.
Yeah.
Right? Implicit memory are those experiences in your life which you might be aware or not, but lot of your secondary memory walks out of it.
Okay.
Like hating somebody without reason. You know, you look at a person and you say, I can't connect with you. I don't know why. And the person hasn't done anything for you to hate that person or reject that person, but you don't like.
Okay.
Maybe the person is resembling to somebody who is not in connect with you, or to somebody who would have irritated you, embarrassed you, or insulted you. You know, this we call it as implicit memory that targets your action straight.
So there is no emotions or thoughts involved.
It will not allow. It's a tuck reaction. Say that you would have been in love with the color yellow. When you sit in an yellow bus and the accident happens, what will be your connection with yellow?
That will be totally negative.
Unpleasant, right? So in the similar way, there are a lot of things that we encounter in our life. And this sits in our subconscious mind, and it processes in such a way, this impact is so horrible and terrible. Without my knowledge, I'll try to bring certain mechanisms to my life, and those mechanisms are my action. So it might be protecting my own child for no reason. Because this happened to me, I don't want that to happen to my child. So if the child is asking me the reason, I don't know why I am doing this, but I am doing this. So there are, the statistic says that 40% of our actions are all being driven by this.
Implicit memory.
Yes.
So they are so latent yet not so passive. They are latent but active in our day-to-day actions.
Absolutely.
And how do we understand that we are working from this space of memory?
Okay. There are 5 layers to it and 2 patterns. Let me explain those 2 patterns. One is spiral, the other one is circular. Ever in your life, if your actions are spiral, that is, you are wrapping yourself in your decisions. Okay? Then implicit memory is driving force. Example, I can bring Dronacharya as an example. He was strong, he was blessed, and he had the power to even burn the entire world. But whom did he support? Lot of our decisions, like when he was insulted, when he was being looked down upon by people, he always had one thing in mind: I will grow and show. So the dependency on the power, the dependency on that chair, made him take such decisions in life which he was also not happy.
But he
So
was
he
helpless.
spiraled.
Yeah.
I spiral myself. I don't require somebody to do that.
Okay.
So if my smriti is of this kind, which is automatic, spiral, so I cannot rewire my life also. Sometime during the Kurukshetra, I will make up his mind, chalo, I will go out of this. But he will not be able to go out of this because of his son. Our attachments, our desires, our goals, these are all the symbols of liberation. Shouldn't be the symbols of, wrapping yourself or pushing yourself to corner.
Okay.
It should release you. Love should release you. It should not tie your wings.
Okay.
Most of the times, if our actions are walking out of this implicit memory, all the symbols of liberation will be the symbols of us tying somewhere very hard, not able to move, or cornering ourselves.
Okay.
And the next pattern is circular pattern. Where you stand, you will
Come
end
back.
there only. Dhritarashtra, where he started, he ended there only. He started with ego, he started everything with doubting on others, he started with the fear of losing the power, and he ended there. Right? Lot of times, if that is the driving force, we'll do things in life without even thinking twice, without even having that, we completely become kind of go blank on our decisions without bringing logical or analytical entities to our thought process. That is what we say, we miss Viveka in our life.
We will not be able to differentiate.
Yes.
So, from our understanding what we got, somewhere we have a deeper understanding about how heuristics are working, where it's like a quick framework that we build, and where are they coming from? Probably it is from implicit memory. And you also mentioned there are 5 layers.
Yeah.
What are those 5 layers?
The first thing is the physical layer. Your body will respond to it. There are the clues that your body gives. So if it is walking out of your implicit memory, when you look at a person, say that we'll take a scenario. Okay, that with no reason you are hating somebody and you are not liking that attitude of yours. Whenever you see that person, you feel that heat in the vibration. Maybe you feel like sweating, or you feel irritated, pain here on the eyebrows. Okay, we say the vibes are not matching.
The word we use.
Yes. And I am getting discomforted or uncomfortable in somebody's presence. Okay, lot of this social intelligence, what we speak, we try to correct people. No, correction is not required for the external behavior. It's the internal traits that is arguing with your external qualities. If that is there, then the Annamaya Kosha, the physical layer, is getting distorted. The next layer is your Pranamaya Kosha. In somebody's presence, you go weak. You don't even want to get up.
You feel very tired.
Yes, it's not about relationship, it's about the place also. You go to a place, and that place, for me, an example is whenever I happen to drive alongside the HCG hospital, I don't have a great memory where I saw my mother-in-law suffering for years. So though it is a huge road with garden beside, I don't enjoy it. Right? So I feel weak at that time. Lot of memories come back. So this is something that the place can also create. The environment in the home. That somebody is organized, somebody is disorganized. Somebody wants to cook food, arrange, be very presentable. Someone is doing it like a job. Why do you think conflicts happen at home, in a family environment? Because our implicit memory is the reason. Nobody is bad, nobody wants to hurt another person. It's all their tendencies and implicit memory that make them perform automatically. Right? I don't even want to tell you and hurt you, but I would have already done before, I think.
It's just like reflex.
Yes.
And we term it as impulsivity or aggression. Or...
In the presence of somebody you go so weak. Okay, physically, mentally, you don't want to just talk. You don't want to be there. Why is it happening? Though I'm a highly socializing person, you should question yourself, why is this happening to me? Right? And the third thing is your mental layer, manomaya. You go blank. Most of the times in a situation, or most of the times I feel I am cornered with that presence. This is an experience that most of us have. If two people are speaking, we feel they are speaking on us, right? So maybe am I the topic? If they are looking towards me, okay, I'll assume I am the topic. Okay, so most of it, like mentally we calculate. That is not coming out of my memory here and now. It is the automatic action that is I'm able to see that somebody is looking me only, somebody is targeting me, somebody is I'm the point of gossip, self-blaming, self-castigation, all this. And the fourth layer is a very significant layer which brings harmony between our personal and professional life. That is Vijnana, my question.
Intellect.
Yeah, there is always a conflict between intelligence and intellect. Okay, this is only because my experience in the professional area and my experience in the personal area, I don't try to bring harmony. It's okay to be weak in a family. It's okay to be bossy there because of the authority and the kind of responsibilities I have. But I try to maintain the same attitude in both the places, not thinking and bringing my intelligence or intellect to operate in a certain way. Because I'm missing that cognitive ability there. Why am I missing? Because my memory, my implicit memory is not letting me see things through that. Okay, so Anandamaya Kosha is less visited.
So are they all epigenetic in nature? Do they go layer by layer, or all 4 layers distortion can coexist?
Yeah, this I can quote Ashwatthama's example as we discussed about Dronacharya. All his life inside the womb of his mother also he saw his father struggling for power. So he wanted to catch the power very easily, shortcut method. For that Adharma was also okay for him. And especially when we speak about Ashwatthama, he used the power without even thinking. Stambhana is a hypnotic power that he had. He paralyzed all the Upapandavas and killed them without their being conscious. He was, and Brahmastra. So Brahmastra on whom? Right? So without bringing Viveka, if somebody is progressing in this way, this is not because there was 3 layers that got affected. One is his Smriti, his memories inside the womb of the mother. That was, he always saw his father struggling for the power. And the second, his vasanas, his impression. Impression was, if I am powerful, then people are going to respect. So he made friends with those people who are of similar kind. Powerful. Okay, and the third thing is, he made his father as a trump card. We will look for a parasite situation. Where I need parasites with me. That was Duryodhana. He wanted pets with him who will tell yes to everything to feel that power. Or sometimes we become parasite. That we don't want to take responsibilities. I want others to operate my life so that I will be safe.
And I will not be responsible also if something goes wrong.
Yeah.
Again, that can be related back to their implicit memory of lack of initiation.
Correct. This is how it happens in different significant situations can also be the reason. And childbirth and during pregnancy, after pregnancy, the 2.5 years of that golden period, what we speak about, where child will establish the psychological foundation happens. All these are responsible for a person to force implicit memory in their daily routine.
So, thank you, Dr. Asha, for giving us an understanding of implicit memory and how it is part of our day-to-day journey without we being aware of it. And maybe lack of awareness is the source of implicit memory playing its role. And Dr. Asha interestingly mentioned something that Ashwatthama, from his womb itself, he had the memory of his father struggling for power. This will lead us to our second episode of this series. What are the formations or the sources of this implicit memory and layers of implicit memory? In this, we understood layers, how it can affect. In the next episode, we will be talking about layers of implicit memory itself and how are they formed. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.